biology topic, the chapter biomolecules. We were discussing the biomacromolecules and micromolecules, and our next topic of discussion is carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the carbon-containing compounds with a ratio of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, CnH2nOn. Okay, I mean there will be hydrogen double the number of carbon and oxygen in the molecular formula of this structure. And these carbohydrates can be classified to monosaccharides. Saccharides are the units, sugar unit. Okay, monosaccharides, disaccharides, and if it is more than 2 we call, up to 10 we call oligosaccharide. Okay, based on the number of sugar unit. Then, and also polysaccharides. So, just keep in mind, carbohydrates are organic carbon containing compounds where the carbon hydrogen oxygen ratio will be CnH2nOn. Then, carbohydrates are mainly monosaccharides, disaccharides and oligosaccharides and polysaccharides. This monosaccharides will be having only one sugar unit, one saccharide only. Here disaccharides will be having 2 sugar units. Here will be more than 2 up to 10 sugar units. Oligosaccharides will be having, and this will be having many sugar units, more than 10 we call. Then anyway, when we discuss monosaccharides, if the saccharide is having, if the sugar is having 3 carbon, we call the sugar as trio sugar. Okay, a sugar with 3 carbon. And it is tetra sugar if the sugar is having 4 carbon, and if it is having 5 carbon inside, 5 carbon sugar, it is pento sugar. Then if it is 6 carbon sugar, it is hexose sugar. Then heptose sugar, like. Okay, like this, based on the carbon number, only one sugar unit is present. Based on the carbon numbers, triose, tetros, pentos, hexose, like that. Okay, among this, the pentose sugar you are familiar. This is enough as a study. Okay, a pentose sugar you are familiar, and you have studied the structure of ribose and the deoxyribose. Okay, for this you have learned the structure of ribose and deoxyribose, right? Remember? Example for pentose sugar. And hexose sugar, you are very familiar, it is glucose. Glucose is a hexose sugar, you know that. Glucose formula also you know, C6H12O6. Okay, so glucose is an example of a 6 carbon sugar, hexose sugar. And the structure of glucose when we discuss, in a pentose sugar structure you have drawn a pentagonal, I mean this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sided ring. Okay, for this you have learned already. Whereas for glucose, the structure is like this. It's having a 6-sided ring. This is oxygen. Okay. HOH. HOH. HCH2OH. So when you study the structure of glucose, here will be 1 carbon, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6th carbon is here. 6 carbon sugar is glucose, and it's having the structure, molecular structure like this, and CHOH, 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 CH, CH2OH. Okay, this is a 5 carbon sugar, hexose sugar, example is glucose. Study this diagram. Okay, this is given in your textbook. Then about the monosaccharides, this are having single sugar in the structure, only one sugar. The most common example is of monosaccharides. You have learnt ribose, it's present in RNA, then deoxyribose. These two are 5 carbon sugars, then glucose and fructose. These two are 6 carbon sugars. Ribose, deoxyribose are 5 carbon sugars. Glucose, fructose are 6 carbon sugars. About the disaccharide, when we discuss, suppose 2 glucose molecules are joined. Okay, this is joined with the next glucose molecule. Likewise, 2 glucose molecules are joined by glycosidic bond, that gives a disaccharide. Okay, similarly, 1 glucose and fructose joined by glycosidic bond, that gives another disaccharide. So many disaccharides are there. Example for the common disaccharide, sucrose. Sucrose is made up of glucose plus fructose, you know that. Okay, sucrose is an example of disaccharide which has both glucose and fructose as a unit. 2 monosaccharides, glucose and fructose, joined to form sucrose. Similarly, lactose. Lactose is a disaccharide which is formed of glucose and galactose, 2 monosaccharides. Okay, this way the disaccharides are formed. By joining 2 monosaccharides, we get 1 disaccharide. What is the bond there? The bond involved in the formation is glycosidic bond, by glycosidic bond. Okay, anyway, these topics are not much in detail in your book, and we have the topic to discuss polysaccharide as per your textbook. Okay, a polysaccharide is a polymer of monosaccharides. So our main topic of discussion is polysaccharide. What is a polysaccharide? So a polysaccharide is a macromolecule, biomacromolecule. It is a polymer of sugars. That means it's a polymer of monosaccharides. Okay? A polymer of monosaccharides. Then important thing, most of the polysaccharides are homopolymers. There are heteropolymers also. Then most of the polysaccharides are homopolymers. For example, starch. Okay. Then cellulose. Starch, cellulose, glycogen. Starch, cellulose and glycogen are polymers of glucose. Many glucose units are joined to form starch, cellulose and glycogen. When starch is broken down, we will get only glucose, many glucose. When cellulose is broken down also, we get only glucose. Then glycogen is made up of only glucose. Cellulose in plants, glycogen in animals. Storage food, you know. Then starch, you know, starch is having a ring structure. I mean, in a polysaccharide, long polysaccharide it is forming some loop-like structure in which when iodine is held, it gives blue color. You know, when iodine is dropped to starch, it gives blue color. There starch iodide is formed. Okay, starch iodide is giving that blue color. Anyway, cellulose, you know, our cotton, paper, etc. are made up of cellulose, and the cell wall of plants is cellulose, and glycogen is seen as a storage food in animals, you know. Okay, starch is a storage food in plants, you know. Okay, these all things you know, but keep in mind all these things are made up of glucose. So if we consume starch or glycogen or cellulose is food, after all, ultimately after broken down, what it gives? It gives glucose only. Okay, then see, when we draw the structure of glycogen, one molecule when we draw the structure of glycogen, it has a straight chain of glucose. One glucose connected to the next glucose, like it is through glycosidic bond. Okay, particular naming is there, 1, 2, like naming 1, 6 glycosidic bond, 1, 5, like namings are there. See, and it is a straight chain, and it is glycogen is a branch structure. The glycogen has a branch structure. It consists there, the next chain, here it has the next connection, the branches from the 5th carbon. Like this, it will be having branches from the fifth carbon. It has a straight chain of glucose connected by 1,6-glycosidic bond. Bond name will not study actually. Then a straight chain of glucose, and there is many branches. There are many branches in the structure. So when we give a cartoon representation, again this shows next branch from this. Okay, side branches. When you show the cartoon representation of this, if this is a main chain, it will be having a side branch. I mean from the fifth carbon. Again this will be having a side branch, and again this will be having likewise the structure of glycogen. It's a branched chain structure like this. Okay, so a branched chain structure will be having a chain of glucose as a branch. Again on that branch, again a chain of glucose like. It's a branched chain structure. What is the glycogen is? This is given in your textbook, that's why it's mentioned. So all these are homopolymers. Glycogen, starch, all these are homopolymers. And there is another important polysaccharide you are familiar, that is chitin. Okay, this is a polysaccharide seen in the fungal cell wall. Chitin is a polysaccharide. Okay, there are some complex, chitin is considered as a complex polysaccharide. Some other complex polysaccharides are there. Okay, other complex polysaccharides are also there in nature. They are glucosamine, N-acetyl glucosamine, galactosamine, etc. Okay, they are complex in structure. Anyway, most of the polysaccharides are homopolysaccharides. Even some complex polysaccharides are heteropolysaccharides. Examples for complex polysaccharides are chitin, glucosamine, galactosamine, etc. And whatever is, the main bond which connect the monomeric unit is glycosidic bond. Okay. Then there is a homopolymer of name is inulin. Okay. This was a repeated question. Inulin is a homopolymer of fructose. Many fructose molecules join to form inulin. Okay. So homopolymer of glucose, starch, cellulose, glycogen. Homopolymer of fructose, inulin. Okay. A complex polysaccharide is seen in fungal cell wall, chitin. Two other complex polysaccharides, glucosamine, glycosamine. Okay, this names only given in your textbook, that is enough, and its further elaboration we do for the entrance classes, and also in the live session we will have a discussion. Okay, thank you. See you in the next class.